Hi everyone, I am Coach Sherry. I'm in my vehicle, so this is car chat and all that. What I did, I put my camera on my tripod and I went to camera. I went to cinematic. I have an iPhone, I don't know, something Pro, maybe 15 or something. And I hit record and here we are. And it's as simple as that. And I'm not going to edit this. This is my first take. It is what it is. And that's how I do it. It is really that simple. So as you can see from the title, and actually I'm on the fence on the title. Should the title be why you should start YouTube after 40, or why should you start YouTube after 50? And I say after 50 because I am 50. I'm 54, as a matter of fact. I'll be 55 in October. I am a 69 baby. What in the building? And so, I talk to a lot of people who are over 50 that are on the fence on whether or not to start a YouTube channel. But then I know that the trend is why you should start a YouTube channel after the age of 40. And I get it. And listen, when I counted back 16 years, because I've had my YouTube channel now for 16 years, I was 38 years old when I found YouTube. And in real life, if you are watching this channel or this video right now, you actually have a YouTube channel. So that was kind of my conflict when I was trying to think about what I wanted to share today. If you are watching videos on YouTube, you have a channel, unless you are just going and clicking on it and not logging in. YouTube is an app. It's like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, or X, whatever, Snapchat, TikTok. It's like a platform like that. Now, when I started it 16 years ago, when I started my channel, and I have to say that even though I wasn't a content creator, I created a channel on YouTube. I was just going to find information, at the time I was trying to find out if I could get a tutor on YouTube to help with my children's math, because my 3 kids would come home with these math equations for homework and my husband and I would be like, what is this? And so I would always say, what's the name of this math? What do they call it? And then I would Google it, and then it would be a YouTube channel, and somebody would be at a whiteboard or a blackboard, maybe even with chalk. Remember chalk and blackboards, green boards, whatever, or a whiteboard with a marker, and they would actually be working out that equation. And so that's how I was introduced to it. And when I saw that you can sign in, log in, whatever, I said, well, let me sign in, let me get an account. And that's how I started with my channel on YouTube as a viewer. So many of you on here may be watching this, you have a channel, you do, and you just are viewing videos on YouTube. YouTube does a pretty good job with giving you recommended videos, things that they know you may have an interest in, and or you may subscribe to people, and I hope that you are subscribed to me. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button and the bell for notification, and you will be part of this team so that you will be notified every time I do upload a video or go live. But, if you are subscribed to people, of course, their information or their new content will be recommended to you as well. But, not as much as just randoms, people that you're not subscribed to. However, it is content 9 times out of 10 that you have an interest in. And so you click on it, you watch it. You may watch it in full or just partially, whatever the case. You may have something to add to it, a comment. You may have liked what you had seen, or you may have experienced it too and want to share your point of view in the comments. Either way, you are interacting. This is a social media platform, and that's what they do on social media. And so, I'm seeing these videos of why you should start a video after 40. Again, you already have your channel. Oh, I'm sorry, your channel after 40. You already have your channel. It's a matter of, do you want to hit record and then speak or do or create. And you may look at videos, and this is how I got started. Again, I was looking up things. This was 2008. My mother was just diagnosed with ALS. I probably was also doing research on ALS. I was probably doing research on a lot of different things that was going to be impactful to my life, professionally and personally. And then I started to notice that a lot of the content were things I also had experience in. You know, I had a voice. And at that time, prior to YouTube, because when I got on YouTube, it's 16 years ago. YouTube is actually 19 years old. So it's what, 16, 17, 9, 3 years older than me in terms of YouTube years. And so prior to YouTube, in order to get content out, I would do a written blog on WordPress. Remember WordPress? And they have Blogspot and all different things where you can write. Well, I noticed that with YouTube, you could speak your blogs. And I was like, you know what? I like that. And so I mentioned this before a couple of times. I tried to record some things. So you may see in the archive some videos from back in the day. And, you know, because it was limited on how you could upload, I always had to start over. Every time I had to try to figure it out. Like, I was not consistent at all. So each time was like starting for the first time. But because it's so easy to do now, all you have to have really is a camera. Well, not even a camera, just a phone with a camera. And at this stage in the game, who does not have a camera with a phone with a camera? So at that point, you just click and you hit record, and there you go. I mean, a lot of people that have been on here and who are doing well have invested in other equipment and such, you know. I don't know what kind of cameras, but Canon cameras probably, I don't know, cameras and setup and studios and microphones and all kinds of things. I personally have not invested, you know, that much. I do have a microphone when I record from my computer, but I'm learning that I really can't use it because when I use it, it's always something going on with the sound or whatever. So I just kind of, hopefully y'all can hear me well, and hope for the best, you know. So you may be looking at videos and say, you know what, I could do that. Not I can do it, like record it and all that, but I have an opinion about that, or I do that. It could be about DIY projects in your home. It could be hair care, skin care. It could be vacationing, you know, showing people amazing places that you've been. Food, mukbangs are huge. Cooking shows are huge on YouTube. It could be anything. You have knowledge on, you know, my thing is workforce development, career readiness, and entrepreneurship. I've been an entrepreneur damn near all my life. So I talk about business, you know, things around business. Every place I go, I look for business opportunities or, you know, ways to improve businesses, because I've been a marketing coach for businesses as well. So I'm always looking at things from a different lens. And those are some of the things that I share here on YouTube. You know, you may think, well, no one wants to hear what I have to say. That might be the people in your circle currently, but with over 122 billion people, is it billion or million? It's probably million a day that come on YouTube. There's going to be someone around the world that needs to hear what you have to share. It could be advice on marriage, on relationships, on raising your children. It could be advice on, you know, places to live, places to go to school, things to study. You know, listen, there's so many great videos and content creators doing things on gardening and sustainability and how to prepare for the unknown in the future, you know. And so if you have ideas that you want to put out there, this is the platform to do it. And, you know, I just think that everyone has a story. Everyone has something that they have knowledge in, and there's someone out there that wants to hear it. Even if it's just one person, sometimes it just takes that one to change the world, to change a life. And that's what our legacy is all about: change and helping others and serving others and sharing with others who we are and what we have to offer. And this is a great platform. So I say, it's getting crowded now. I say after 50 because, again, I speak to a lot of people that are over the age of 50. Even when I was in my mid to late 30s, many of my coaching clients were in their 50s. And typically when you are in your 50s, that's when you're starting to look at life in a different way. You're starting to look at, okay, I'm about to retire. What am I going to do next? I've been doing what I have to do, but I really want to do what I want to do. And what better way to do what you want to do than to do it, record it, attract other people to it, and share it in that way. And this is the platform to do it on. So, I talk to them about business because so many people are excited, when they're in their 20s, 30s, 40s about the day that they can retire. Now, I'm gonna do another video about retirement, but they're so excited, like, I can't wait till I retire. I can't wait till I retire. But then they get to it and then they get scared. They get nervous. They don't know what really they're going to do afterwards. They thought they knew, oh, I'm gonna sleep, I'm gonna, travel, I'm gonna do this. Sleeping is relative. There's plenty of time to sleep, and you're not gonna sleep your life away just because you're retired. Yes, you can travel. You could do all those things. But sometimes, in the way finances are hitting now with the economy and such, not everyone has all of that discretionary income that they thought they would have, once they retire, because the cost of living has increased. So they're finding that maybe they have to get a part-time position. Some of them are going back to where they retired from to work on a part-time basis. I always recommend start a business, but have that business started before you retire so it's all seamless. You don't miss a beat. I'm a proponent for multiple streams of income. I preach that, I speak that, I coach that, the importance of multiple streams of income. Have one type of thing as your benefits and then have the other as your cash cow. So, the time to think about that would be your 30s and 40s, I suppose. I would say all along, but start developing and building it in your 40s so that when you get into your 50s, then you will be straight. So when you retire, you're like, you know what? I can really focus on creating my content. I've been doing content when I take my vacations here and there, and they've been hitting well. But now, because I'm going to make it into a business, YouTube can pay for my travels and it'll be a tax write-off because it's my business. So you have to look at it in that way too. So again, I encourage you to start your channel in your 30s, 40s, 50s. I know the trend is, why you should start your channel in your 40s, but you already have your channel. Don't forget that. And the remarkable thing, if I'm out and about, or, people in my circle, and I might say to them, oh yeah, I have a YouTube channel. It's weird how they kind of shut down and they forget how to get to YouTube as if they never heard of it. I don't know how to search that. I don't know how to get on to YouTube. Dude, it's an app. I'm sure it's on your device right now, but if you tell somebody, oh yeah, follow me on LinkedIn. Okay, what's your LinkedIn name? Or, oh, are you on Facebook? Yeah, I'm on Facebook. What's your name on Facebook? I'll follow you. But when you say YouTube, for some reason, and that's what I'm trying to understand. What is the stigma around being a content creator on YouTube? That's what this video should be. Maybe I'll name it that. What's the stigma of having I can't do it because I talked about the other too long. So at any rate, we have to get over that stigma, because everybody's on YouTube. Is nothing to be ashamed of. There's some incredible content. There is no judgment here. There's incredible content, all types of genres, all types of information that will suit all types of people. And that's the beauty of it. This is so diverse over here. And as a viewer, you can have a diversity of things that you are interested in. Why not? And that's why even with my channel, it's workforce development, career readiness, entrepreneurship, but it's also real issues, real life, real talk, because that all encompasses who I am. And I was looking at someone the other day, and she was saying how you know, maybe that's what messed her up with her YouTube channel, is that she's not as niched as she, you know, probably should be. But she just does so many great things. Like, I wanted to share it, and that's how I feel. And I know I could absolutely have another channel. I tried to start another channel before, you know, to talk more on women's issues, health, and things like that. But it became too confusing trying to jump back and forth. I'm like, you know what? I'm sticking with this channel, Coach Sherry. I've been rocking with it. This has been Coach Sherry. I haven't changed the name. I am Coach Sherry. I've been Coach Sherry, and that's my brand. So I'm just going to be over here and sharing with you all the things that I'm going through. I am 54 years old. I've been on YouTube since I was 38, and I encourage you to not just have your channel, but also create on your channel. Start with one video, and you have to build up your posture. You have to build up your muscle memory on YouTube. So, you know, try not to do it one and done, but start with that one and then continue on. All right, everyone, I'm here to support you, and I'm glad that you are here to support me. It's been my pleasure chatting with you in my car this morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time you're watching. And again, remember, this is something I tell you for real, and I am so real with this. Practice every day. Practice so hard that when you get into play, you will play to win. I am Coach Sherry.